there, thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be comparing 4 different waxes and ceramic treatments against each other to see are they worth the price and do they live up to the hype. I use these products on my daily driver, treated them like I would any other coating like I would on a daily basis. This car is outside 100% of the time except for when it's extremely strong hail or something like that, or when I'm applying a new coating and it needs to cure overnight. I live in the central part of the United States, so these coatings in the time that this video was recorded saw everything from 80+ degree direct sunlight weather to actual frosting, and there was also a snow event, very light, but it was essentially ice, and your general rain, and then tree sap, all the trees budding in the spring here. First in the lineup is Addams ceramic coating. This is listed as a true 9H ceramic coating, one that is easy on and easy off, designed with the general consumer in mind. Next is Addams paint sealant. This is more like a traditional wax, with your standard claims of great protection and shine. Third, we have Chemical Guy's Butter Wet Wax. This product specifically states that it melts into your paint, yet it is easy to apply and remove. Last is Chemical Guy's Jetseal, with similar claims to their Butter Wet Wax, but this one is designed from highly pure synthetics to improve upon their standard waxes and create a sealant that'll last a really long time. Before we get started, we have to clean the car up. As you can see here, the car is fairly clean. I keep the car as clean as I can possibly keep it, being that it's outside all times, but there's little pieces of tree, little bits of things from animals in the area, whatever, birds here and there. It's springtime here, so there's lots of pieces of trees coming off where the leaves are starting to bud out. I start my car wash like anybody else. Spray off the big debris, go ahead and get all the little pollen pieces, just spray all that stuff off. Once the car is all cleaned up, all the major stuff is gone and you're in a wash, you're going to want a clay bar. Clay bar the entire area that you're going to be applying any coating to. I just happen to have Addams here because I made an order to them. I don't recommend them or any other one over any others. Just use the one you have available to you. Anyone at your local parts store will work just fine. When I do my clay bar, I just mix a couple tablespoons of Dawn dish detergent into a spray bottle with the rest of just regular water. This helps to break up the wax that's on the car, any remaining particles, and loosen things up, and doesn't leave any sort of coating behind. To do a clay bar, you're just going to spray the area down with whatever lubricant or cleaner you're going to use, and then you're going to go in a crosshatch pattern. So you're going to go one direction, you're going to go back the other way. And if you go one direction or you start feeling the clay stick to the car a little bit, go ahead and add some more lubricant, spray it over again. And it's extremely important, once you're done clay barring, that you do a very, very good spray off and make sure there is no soap left behind. When applying Addams, you will want to use one towel for putting on and one towel for taking off like you would any other. But just put a few sprays. I'd probably put a little more than recommended on my first one, but I like to saturate the rag. And again, when applying this one, you're going to do a crosshatch pattern. You're going to go one direction and then you're going to go the other. We don't want to do circles with this one. It's not recommended. And as you can see here, the rainbow effect that's happening, this is the only one of the coatings that does this. It's Addams claims that this is because of the ceramic, and it's probably true. Most ceramic coatings, when you put them on, do the rainbow once they are applied. And you remove this coating just like you would any other. You just go ahead and use a fresh, clean towel every time, and you just wipe left, right, up, down, remove it, make sure there's no rainbow left. This coating recommends putting on and letting sit for at least 2 minutes before wiping it off. Now we're applying the Addams paint sealant. Like I said before, this is more like a traditional wax. I'm just going to use a little applicator pad, put about a quarter size, and it will do a couple square feet with a quarter size spot. And you put this on just like you would any wax. Circular pattern, left, right, it's up to you. The paint's really clean, you're using a clean pad, so it won't hurt anything. There shouldn't be any contaminants to cause any swirling or scratching. Addams paint sealant just needs to sit for a couple minutes to dry. Since we're inside, it won't be overly dry from the sun or anything like that. And just go ahead and remove it with a fresh clean towel. And here we have the Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax. I like to give this one a good shake. And just like any other wax, because this is more of a traditional wax, do about the same size, about a quarter size spot, and apply it however in the pattern you feel, left, right, or circular. I do it in more of a circular pattern because it's easier. The butter wet wax has about the same cure time as any regular wax. Just let it sit for 2 to 4 minutes, and then you're going to remove it with a nice clean cloth. And Jetseal is no different in the application, that is. However, I feel like it sticks into the paint a little more, so it kind of required a little more application than some of the other waxes. We're also doing a larger area, so you're going to end up putting a little extra on there. And yes, I completely screw up by getting some of it in the crack. I do go back and remove that for the most part when you see it, but after I lift the hood and do a complete clean with some alcohol and get that all out of there. And where this one differs from the others, this requires a 20-minute cure time. They recommend no less than 20 minutes after application. Let it sit on the paint. This is one you definitely don't want to do out in the sun. Do it in shaded inside the garage, something like that. But once it's cured, you're going to want to head and do like you do the other ones. Use a nice clean cloth, go ahead and remove the excess. The one place where this one differs, and it's like the Addams ceramic, which I did not mention, the Jetseal requires a minimum cure time of 12 hours before it's exposed to any water or outside. The Addams ceramic coating requires a 9-hour cure time before getting any water or going outside in the elements. All of these polishes and coatings perform really well. My paint is not perfect by any means. There are some swirls and scratching, but I do my best to keep it as clean and scratch-free as possible. Even you can see a little bit of a reflection of a bird in this one flying across there. These polishes and coatings do very well for a car that is treated well and already has pretty good paint. None of them are going to perform miracles. None of them are probably going to restore anything. If you have highly oxidized paint or something like that, these aren't designed to bring those back. These are made for paint that's well kept and already has a shine to it. As you can see here, the water beading is about the same on all of them. It's really good. They all do well. I would recommend using any of them. It just depends on what you spend. The Addams ceramic is a little expensive, just purely because it lasts about the same as the others. It really doesn't go above and beyond, and it's after 30 days, it's not sealing any better than any of the others being exposed to these elements. And for the last clip here and the last couple photos, while I was editing this video, it started raining, so I figured I'd go out and show you. This is actually about 6 weeks out from the original coatings. Clips in this video were recorded over the period of about a month, just over 30 days. How do they compare? Well, all about the same. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you made it to the end, I'd say please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this, tutorials, and we're going to be doing some race videos and stuff like that. We're going to be going to the drag strip, checking things out. We're going to be going to a lot of car meets and stuff like that, so keep joined. If you like exotics, American imports, it's all going to be there because I enjoy all of it.